All right, well, it is the night before I retire. Tomorrow is my last day of work. I've been working for this company for almost 17 years, since I was 19 years old, and it's a big day. And a good friend of mine encouraged me to start this YouTube channel to share some of what I've learned in the last years with others. So I want to just give a quick preface of the financial stuff that I hope to share with some of you in the future. I know I have a kind of a weird variety of stuff on my YouTube channel, and you might be here for different reasons, but if you're interested in finance and you're interested in getting out of debt and you're interested in retiring early and you're interested in having control over your finances instead of them controlling you, hopefully this stuff will be helpful for you. I am 35 and I'm about to retire/resign. And I'm just going to give a quick overview, just a few moments of how we got there. And in the future, I'm excited to post more videos in detail of how we got there. So I'm doing this old school. So this is a website called mint.com, which is pretty useful for keeping an overview of your finances. And at the moment, my net worth, basically what we have in investments and cash minus our debt, is a little over $400,000. We drive vehicles with over 200,000 miles on them, and we own our house, which we paid $158,000 for 8 years ago, and is worth something like $310,000 now. And we did it, I would say, essentially with two resources. The first resource is my income, which has been very good, and I'll share that with you. And the second is the way that we spend it, because you can make $1 million a year and you can spend $1 million a year. And so you may not make what I make. You may make more, you may work less, but I would just encourage you not to fixate on a number, but to fixate on a lifestyle. If you spend 99% of the money you make, or you spend 19% of the money you make, that is what's going to dictate how you live. And my wife and I have basically lived on my original income of $35,000 a year since we got married 14 years ago. And we use an Excel document that I created to track. Well, basically, these are our core numbers of what I've made. We are believers in Jesus Christ, and we tithe to missionaries. These are our monthly budgets, fixed income and variable income. And this is how we track what we've spent and where the money's coming from. This is a technique that we've used for 14 years of our marriage. It takes about 10 minutes of work every week once you're accustomed to it. And it is an amazing tool that helps you see how you're spending your money. The tool doesn't tell you how you should spend your money. If you want to spend $600 a month on fruit smoothies, go for it. But it helps you see where you're spending your money. And in the Bible, Paul says, I do what I don't want to do, and I don't do what I want to do. And I think that many of us financially can agree with that, where we say we want to save, or we say we want to do something, and then life gets in the way and we spend our money at Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. So this is a really wonderful tool. I'll show you more about another time. And if you're wondering what early retirement is all about, there's another really great website called firecalc.com. It's a pretty old website, but new is not always better. And this lays out the idea of FIRE, which stands for Financially Independent Retire Early, and what that means and how that looks. My wife and I have $407,000 saved, and we spend about a little less than $2,000 a month. And so here, it's a very simple calculation. There are more advanced calculations available up here, but you can put your annual spending. In my case, let's do $24,000, even though it's a little less than that. And you can put your portfolio, which is $407,000 5. And you can say that you are going to try and live off that portfolio for a certain amount of years. And it will go back in time from the beginning of when the stock market opened, and it will calculate how many years in the past this starting portfolio and annual spending would have worked. And in this case, you can see that it would have worked 94% of the time. So my wife and I have something like a 15-year timeline before we're broke. If we spend more, it'll last less. To make it 20 years is only a 75% chance of success, but we don't plan on spending 20 years without bringing in a little bit of money here and there. And so this video is really meant to just introduce my channel a little bit on the financial side, maybe get you interested in and thinking about how to use your money as a tool to achieve what you would like to achieve. What we wanted to achieve is an early retirement so that we could spend our healthiest and most exciting years with our children, who mean the world to us. Oh, nice glare on the yellow. And to serve the Lord Jesus Christ by helping women and mothers who are in crisis at a local ministry called Foundation House. We believe that after death starts the second lap of life that goes on forever and ever. And we want to help people while they're here on earth. And we also want to share with people the good news of Jesus Christ that we believe will impact eternity. You may have different goals than that, but these tools can help you achieve those goals, especially opening your eyes to the reality of where your money goes. You have limited time, limited money, and limited energy, and all of us would benefit by using it more wisely. So stick around. I'll get into more detail later. On Monday, my wife and children and I leave on an 8-week excursion to go out west and visit some national parks. So you'll see some national park content coming soon. And when we get back, I'll get back into the finances. Take care, everybody.